I would like to call to order the Commissioners' meeting of February 16th, 2026 for the Township of Aleppo to order at 7 p.m. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
President Luca,
Here.
Vice President Williams,
Here.
Commissioner Michael,
Here.
Commissioner Amatucci,
Here.
Solicitor Jewett,
Present.
and Manager Patterson.
Here.
Thank you.
All of our meetings are recorded and available forever on the web, on YouTube. So think about it. I would entertain a motion to approve the February 9th workshop meeting minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to reports. Chief Haley.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome, new
evening.
member.
Thank you very much.
All right, for the month of January, we had a total of 62 calls. Of course, 34 of those were EMS calls, but that ranged even between the facility over here and other places throughout the township. We had several 911 hang-up calls. Nothing came of it. A few animal calls, residents and business alarm calls. One criminal mischief that was juveniles throwing eggs at a residence off of Swickley Heights Drive. I can honestly say that's pretty rare nowadays, thankfully. Like, kids nowadays don't hear of Devil's Night, but thankfully that doesn't really take place anymore. We had 7 DPW call-outs, 1 fire call assist, and going down, suspicious incident was on there. A resident heard noises. Turns out it was the snow melting off the roof and falling down. So it was just making a lot of noises. Other than that, we had about 5-6 traffic stops for speeding with notices issued for those. Other than that, nothing else for the public. Any questions or concerns for me?
Thank you. Anything we can do for you?
No, everything's good.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Have a great
Stay
day.
safe.
Thank
you. Emergency management, there is no report. Public Works, Mr. Tim.
Good evening, everyone. Obviously, you saw the report. Lately, there's been a lot of small deer just dying. I think they're starving. I found 3 in the last week and a half or so that you can tell they weren't hit by cars. So keep an eye out. We just got one off of Vescio the other day. There was one on Glenfield Road. And I can't remember where the third one. Oh, Glen Mitchell Road. We've done a lot of plowing and salting lately. We have gotten some salt in. We're still waiting on about 140 ton from the last order. We've had
It's probably about what you put down in the last storm.
probably more than that. We've had to do a lot of maintenance on the trucks because they've been used a lot lately. On the report, you'll see it says widen roads. After the snow was done, every time we were out, we had to plow. We tried to keep the road or widen the roads out as much as we could. And that's about it. Any questions?
Anything broken that you need help with?
Not right now, we fixed it all.
Okay.
We're actually, we still have an issue with our backhoe, and I'm waiting on the, there's the mechanic number 1 or number 2, but there's a guy coming that he does, that's called line boring, and they're gonna have to put a sleeve in the front axle. So knock on wood, it's still, we can still use it. It hasn't actually broken yet, but it's getting pretty bad.
Tim, we talked about this at the workshop meeting, but you weren't there. We received a number of things from residents. We received a letter from the CEO of Masonic, all commenting on you guys and what a great job you did on the roads. I was out in other neighborhoods, other townships, other boroughs. It wasn't there, so you did a great job.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
We had, it wasn't just me, Trevor and I, it was also, we had another guy in the 3rd truck. And then when he got tired, another Bill from the Water Authority took that truck out for us for a while. That was a rough
You guys were
one.
kicking it. I said at the last meeting, they said, I text you and said, is there anything you need before this storm? And your response was typical Tim. It was, we got it. Which is pretty neat. So, thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Communications. We did get a letter from Justin Davis that I'd like to read to everyone. To the commissioners of Aleppo Township, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and deep appreciation to the members of the Aleppo Township Volunteer Fire Company. Their quick, efficient, and professional response prevented what could have become a total loss of our home. Because of the proper notification from all available resources, an interior wall fire was contained before it could be spread further. Their actions truly made the difference. Most of you know that I serve as the Assistant Fire Chief of Aleppo Township, but on this day I was the one in need of help. Experiencing an emergency from the other side reinforces just how critical volunteer firefighters are to our community. Because of their dedication and selfless service, my family and I still have a home today. I would like to thank the Aleppo Township Volunteer Fire Company for what they do, not only for my family, but for every resident they protect. This experience is a powerful reminder of why volunteer service matters. Finally, I ask this simple question for reflection. What would happen if a volunteer firefighter did not volunteer? With heartfelt gratitude, the Davis family, Justin Davis, Weber Road, Swiftly.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other communication, Gwen?
That's all that I have.
Anything from planning and zoning?
No report.
Mr. Clayton Stett, our tax collector treasurer.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome, new commissioner.
Thank you very much.
My name's Clayton Stoop. I'm the treasurer tax collector. So in your packet, you should have the January 2026 financials. And so we ended up collecting $20,004.44 in total taxes for the month of January. On pages 3 and 4 of your packet, we just kind of break down January of 2026 compared to January of 2025. So you just kind of see a visual. Obviously, not a big impact, pretty similar year to year. But then we also demonstrate the 2026 year to date to our budget amount. Again, for the first month, going to be collecting a lot over the next year. So that's kind of why all that is there. But then we also show the year to date for 2025 compared to 2025's budget, just to kind of get an idea of where we are. And then obviously year to date 2026 to year to date 2025, just to kind of give you a visual representation of kind of where we stand. On the very first page, we also have the account ending balances, just so that you know. So our PNC checking account, which is basically our operating fund, we have $649,253.35 in there. Then all of our investment accounts. So the state fund has $63,964.28. Our general investment account has $1,376,641.07. Our reserve fund has $132,744.42. Our capital improvement fund has $1,120,443.44. Add that all up, you get $3,343,046.56. However, we need to take out the pledged funds, which is the capital improvement and the reserve fund, and also the targeted funds, which is the liquid fuels fund. So when you subtract that all out, our net operating funds are $2,025,894.42. And then we have two other investment accounts, our sewer bond account for debts, which has $749,744.61, and then our stormwater account as well with $129,022.52. Any questions, concerns for the start of the year?
Anyone? Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
We have a number of motions to entertain under tax collector treasurer, the first of which I would entertain a motion regarding the deputization of our deputy tax collector.
A motion to approve deputization of deputy tax collector agreement between Clayton R. Stubb and Jordan Tax Service, Inc.
So moved. So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. I would entertain a motion regarding Clayton himself.
Motion to exonerate Clayton Stubb for collection of real estate taxes for 2024.
So moved.
Any discussion? I'd just like to clarify just a little bit what that is. What we're doing is exonerating him that he has collected and turned over all of the taxes that he has in fact collected. We're not exonerating him for life from traffic tickets or anything like that.
Exonerate.
All in
I
favor?
was waiting for
Aye.
that.
Anyone opposed? That motion carries as well.
Are you going to entertain a motion to refund
I would
some?
entertain it.
Motion to refund the following real estate taxpayers under Act 172. Charles W. Davis Sr., 1103 Glen Mitchell Road, Lot and Block 422-B-320 for $117.31. Charles W. Davis Jr. at 1201 Glen Mitchell Road, Lot and Block 422-C-214 for $71.76. Justin Davis at 412 Weber Road, Lot Block 422-L-153 for $116.21. Christopher Grimm at 1255 Merriman Road, Lot and Block number 344-C-112 for $83.14. Joshua Grimm, 351 Weber Road, Lot and Block 422-L-289 for $57.01. Louis Hasten at 11 Weber Road, Lot and Block 422-F-288 for $144.27. Lastly, Tim Scott at 451 Weber Road, Lot and Block 422-L-207 for $106.33.
Could I have a second with a correction of Tim Scott's address to 541 Weber Road?
Second.
Did I say it wrong? What did I say?
You were close.
Just dyslexic.
Oh. Oh, there you go.
Had to make sure you got his.
Is there any discussion? I'd just like to explain what that is. That act enables us, Act 172 enables us to give a small thank you to our emergency responders, EMS and fire, who volunteer their time. So that's defined by the policies of the fire department itself. And when someone meets the definition of a volunteer, they bring that to the township, and the township then refunds what they're able to as a small thank you to our emergency responders. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries, and we move on to finance, where we need to approve our bills.
Motion to approve January bill list in the amount of $95,172.95, to ratify January prepaid bills in the amount of $416,242.84, and to ratify January payroll transfers in the amount of $23,018.22.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in?
Can I say one thing?
Absolutely.
The prepaid bill list is not usually in the 400,000s. That is from the roadway repair
Yeah.
that was approved last month, but it was paid during this month, or during January, so that's why that number's really high. It's not usually
Thank you.
remotely low.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approves. Okay, Francis, you're up.
Thank you, Judy.
Just welcoming you into our fold.
Little splash of water.
Yeah. So you really, okay. Motion to transfer $6,223.03 from the liquid fuels fund to the general fund for the payment of road salt invoices.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Any
there-
discussion?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion approved. And do I hear the next? Someone,
Motion to transfer the $10,191.24 from the liquid fuel funds to the general fund for the payment of road salt invoices.
do we have a second?
Aye.
Any discussion?
Is there a reason why there's two separate for road salt twice?
Gwen?
Yeah, because I have to do a report to PennDOT every year too for the liquid fuels, and while it is the same thing, it's two different invoices, and I have to prove each bank transfer, and so I like to have the numbers separate, because then I can just track, they can go from the minutes to the bank transfers to the checks.
Good, I like it, thank you.
You learn one thing about Gwen, you'll know that if the township purchases a Q-tip, she will have it documented somewhere.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to designate President Judith Hakala, Vice President Arthur Williams, Treasurer Clayton Stepp, and Township Secretary Nicole Hassack as authorized signers of checks for the general fund account at PNC Bank.
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Aleppo Township Authority,
No report.
Quaker Valley Ambulance Authority, there is no report. Quaker Valley COG,
No report, but they meet 2 days after this meeting, and I'll be meeting for the first time the new executive director.
who is it? Do you know who it is?
Yes, but I don't have it memorized.
Madam Solicitor,
I do not have anything other than to note that Gwen and I have identified, I think, a few more items in our list of potential ordinance updates. So I think we are going to flag a list for you in the near future and recommend it probably will not be too long until we suggest that you go in and make some of the adjustments that we've been flagging over the years. Your last update was 2023, which doesn't seem like all that long ago, but we do have.
Seems like yesterday.
I know. We do have a list of a couple things within the zoning ordinance that we do think need to get adjusted. And I do know you had something raised at your workshop as well, so if you want to consider doing that. Other than that, we've had a couple of applications come in, a couple of enforcement items that are all sort of ongoing and don't require a report at this time. And otherwise, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Under unfinished business, Tim, we had a request for, that was twofold. One was the stop sign issue, the other was, could we remove some branches making the intersection of Rockledge and the Ridge, I believe.
It's like the Ridge Drive.
Better to make that kind of bend. Were you able to do anything there, or?
The branches are gone. Well, enough branches are gone, the tree still looks like a tree, but you can see, when you pull up to the intersection, you can see up the hill. So,
Okay, so there's, in your opinion, there's a clear line of vision
Yes, it
there
is.
now?
and I'll renew my objection to a stop sign there.
Okay, thank you. Any new business? Citizen participation. I would consider you a citizen, Valerie.
Yeah, well, hey.
Just for the record, can you identify yourself?
Well, thanks. I'm State Representative Valerie Gatos, representing the 44th District, which is Quaker Valley, Moon Township, Findlay, North Fayette. I'm just here to, it's not often that I get a Monday night that we are not in Harrisburg in session. So I'm taking this opportunity to come here and just, say hi and see that if there's anything you need from me. I think we're very pleased to get those fire company grants that just were announced. And I was pleased that you guys are seeing getting the discounts, the tax discounts for our EMS people and volunteers. So that's terrific. That's something that we also did in the legislature. So I'm glad to see that in action. Gwen, I'd love to thank you for keeping in touch with us with the newsletter. That newsletter is great. That keeps me and my staff informed, and everyone has been really terrific in just communication. So anything that we can do, I think every year that honestly that I get more and more seniority in the House, the more I can do for the community. So that's a real positive. Any questions?
How are we doing on the subsidence?
Oh, so the landslide insurance fund. So Representative Kincaid and I got it through the House. And yeah, so it's passed through the House, and fortunately Representative Costa, who is now Senator Costa, he was instrumental in that legislation when it was under Kilbuck. That was after the Kilbuck landslide. That was pushed forward, and then it kind of just tossed around. But we have some commitments over in the Senate that they're looking to run it. And what's really special about the fund is that I think it's super bipartisan, and what's neat is that the money will come from the general fund to initially fund it, and then once homeowners as well as municipalities are able to put premiums into it, as soon as the premiums reach a certain level, then that money will be returned to the general fund. So it's super fiscally sound, doesn't take anything from the budget, and then it gives all of us an avenue quickly when something occurs that you don't have to go to your state senator, state rep, et cetera, to start digging around under the sofa cushions to try to help fix some of these roads. So hopefully we can get that passed before the end of this year. And I'm actually very optimistic because I think that the governor's office, and it'll be run through DEP, not DEP, DCED, and they're supportive. So let's cross our fingers that we can get it across the finish line, and I think the governor is very supportive of it as well.
Since we have two brand new people, would you enlighten them with what that all involves?
So what it is as a landslide insurance fund, as we all know that when there's road closures, landslides, it is an enormous cost to the municipality, and it shuts down roads and people can't get to work. And so the fund initially, there were a lot of proposals to establish this fund. We patterned it after the mine subsidence fund, which very similar. And so except for now we're putting it in a DEP, and what it will do is it'll work like a regular insurance fund, but things will happen a lot faster. If you look at like Way Hollow Road, it took us how many years to find funding for that? And literally we were digging under the sofa cushions and going to the different agencies. Now the landslide that occurred in Moon was a little different, and so they did get some PEMA money and some other agencies to jump in, because it was also a county road, state road, local road, HOA. I mean, there was a lot of overlap where that landslide occurred, but for places like Way Hollow Road, or any of the roads here that are owned by the municipality, that's a big expense.
Would, private property owners buy
Yes.
into it?
You can, yes.
And then what about municipalities, how do they contribute for the roads that would benefit, that are, like municipality roads? Like,
That's
do they
all
pay
gonna be
premiums?
done.
Premium basis.
Yeah,
So
it's
you would-
premium based, and that's all will be done once the fund gets
Got it.
established, and that's sort of beyond my
Yep.
knowledge about how like the actuaries work in terms of how they have
But it would be
those premiums.
contributions, both the community could contribute and private,
Yes.
property
Yep.
owners based on their parts, okay.
So hopefully that will it'll solve the problem of speed,
because there will be a dedicated fund. So cross your fingers.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It'll be a pull-out couch. Any additional citizen participation? Madam Solicitor, any need for an executive session?
I do not believe so.
With nothing further, I adjourn the meeting at 7:25.